hello there, my precious little fans. I decided to wear a mask. Anyway, so, I can't remember where we left off. It'll come to me. I think it was like, I was talking about how we started collaborating and when we started. Oh, that's right. So after we, you know what, leave a comment because I can't remember exactly what we did. There's supposed to be like me continuing, but since I didn't end up filming this till like almost an hour and a half after I filmed the first part, I don't know what I was saying, but I think it was after the initial months of stuff, of doing stuff together, we kept making more and more ideas, and what else? Oh, that's right. So after the initial part, after I did the whole comment or the video response and something, after like a week or so, then I wanted to start a contest, and that didn't end up going so well. So at first we were only in contact through PSN and or YouTube too. So it was YouTube and PSN that we were contacting each other through. And after that, I think then we started doing the Facebook thing because I got in contact with him through Facebook, and then we started collaborating on what we were going to film. He'd send me videos, I'd look at them before he'd, or as they were posted or stuff like that, and he'd run ideas by me, and I'd run ideas right back, and we'd have long text messages. Then came the whole grant episode, so since you, UnitedComm, are doing a response, hopefully, to this, you can cover the whole grant thing, or what you remember of how we came into contact. But the things that I remember were, after we did that and we became Facebook buddies, then the whole year 2012, actually, you know what? It was early 2012, not 2011, so I'm sorry, that was wrong. Early 2012 in March. Yeah, because that's when my dad got laid off, and then like April or something, we had moved, so, actually I think it was May, not March, I keep saying March, but it was May of 2012 that we became in contact, and then that year we were doing stuff, and after that we, since it's, almost the end of 2013, can you believe it? Time is flying by. I mean, the whole 2012 pandemic where everybody was like freaking out that 2012 was the end of the world, now we're like almost done with 2013. I mean, if you go back and play Assassin's Creed over again, like the whole story, and you start it over, it's like 2012 is the end of the world. I mean, that's pretty funny actually, that we're almost in December of 2013. It's like my entire 15th year just flew by, and then 16th as well. So, but anyway, so after we started collaborating, I'm not allowed to cover some parts because we are keeping some stuff under wraps because it's a good thing to do. Like, you guys know Zero, other than you've seen a lot of gameplay for Second Son already, but still there's a lot of things you don't know about it and that we don't know either. That's why we're still speculating about it, but we're not doing those Infamous 3 videos anymore. But I keep skipping topics. Why do I do that? After we started the Facebook thing, it was basically no longer a rat race for me to get viewers because I didn't consider me leeching off of his fan base anymore, because I wanted to develop a way to get more views. So I've tried things and still I haven't been such a great success, but I don't want to have to rely on his fan base. But hey, if you guys like hearing about how I got in contact with him and how you guys could have done it as well, because we could use a team. We actually ended up starting the whole company idea through a chat, and he'll have to tell you about that because I can't remember. What are we at on time here? Oh, 10 minutes. All right. So the whole company thing was a nice add-in to getting like a team together and having Reese and Ginger, but they've been out of contact for a while, and Cool Guy is a recurring role in our characteristically fascinating friendship at /trio. Oh, we got a new recruit, by the way. I'll tell you about that in a second. Actually, I just confirmed it with that person right now, so you should be expecting a third person behind the whole thing that is our company, because it was actually unitedcommrockss' idea, or Ian's idea, to recruit that person, because I was in contact with them. It seemed like a viable thing, so we're going to have to catch he/she. We're not going to reveal that too much yet on what we've been doing. I don't know why I did that. So then we started. What was I at again? Oh, we found that the company thing really wasn't working out like we wanted to, but we'd be happy to start it again. I know he would. We would. So maybe, I don't know if I'm supposed to do this, but it just came to my mind, so maybe he might think it's a good idea, is starting the company up again, but I don't know, he'll have to tell you whether that's a good thing to have doing. But, judging by what's coming, or what we've been collaborating on, I think that we kind of need a team. Maybe we'll have a contest or something to see who ends up being behind the wheel as our little army. But, that was just my idea that came to mind randomly. But after that, we ditched the whole company idea, and then we just decided maybe we could try gaming with subscribers, but that didn't end up working because he got Black Ops, or he didn't get Black Ops, but I did. And at that time, I actually released a gameplay video on my friend's channel of Black Ops to get him psyched for the game, but he didn't end up getting it because there's really no reason to. It's not really like it's a necessary game, especially since now he sold his PS3 and is using his friends. After the whole company went to crap and the gaming with subscribers didn't work, but may still be up in the running as a future type of episode kind of thing, because that would be really cool once we all get PlayStation 4s. We might end up doing that, I don't know. But, I don't know what else happened, because we basically covered how I got into contact. So the basic gist was I sent him a video response, because the inbox, he would have never seen it, but the video response was my second idea. I was like, well, he'll see that, so let's do that. And next thing you know, we were partners, collaborating on crap for a week, and then a month, and then 2 months, and then a year had flown by, and now we're where we're sitting today, talking about how I did it. Now, if I had kept those inbox messages, which would make my inbox filled with thousands of comments that I didn't ever delete, but I did delete them, and if I hadn't had deleted the whole thread with the it would be a really long thread and probably wouldn't allow my phone to work anymore now that I think about it. But where we were texting on Facebook with each other about oh, sorry, not my phone, my iPod. The really long thread of just me, telling him what I was, how we met, because after a year had flown by, we kind of forgot. So I just, judging by my memory, I remembered all of it. and now I'm kind of losing the memory, so I'm glad I have this on video, because this is like a very sketchy analyzation of how we came into contact. And I tried doing a total of 2 contests on my channel that didn't end up working. At one point I was trying just to leech off fans from him, which was kind of selfish of me now that I think about it. And then I just stopped and I was like, no, I have to be recognized for my own content. And because he was doing it with a makeshift camera, I decided to do that as well. Sorry, I have these really bad allergies that are always bugging me. Anyway, but after that I was just deciding to do Oblivion and Skyrim gameplay, and then we went back to the infamous ideas, because I had a breakthrough with ideas, and then more and more and more, and now we're FaceTiming and texting whenever we get a really good idea or we see some new content that we want to cover or talk about or speculate on. And judging by the fact that I have an extraordinarily unnatural talent at seeing plot twists and coming up with these ideas in the story, is the reason why I'm so successful and why we collaborate so well. It's because we both think alike, and our ideas are freaking gold mines. For YouTube anyway. So that's how I did it. But now I think, since we only have 4 minutes left, I think it's time to introduce a new person to the family of the team of me and you, Ian. So without further ado, let's give a round of applause for our 3rd contestant joining in on our fun and sharing in our wonderful behind-the-scenes secrets. Not really secrets, really, because we don't have very many at the moment. But, so now we got a trio, and it was your idea, not mine. But since she has a PS4, and it's a she, and I came in contact with her, sketchy. I don't even know how the heck it happened, because I'm so confused. Anyway, we were talking yesterday, and I mentioned she had a PS4, and next thing you know, you piped up with, hey, maybe you should see if she will join. And I'd love to make a trio. And I said, oh yay, a threesome. But before he said trio, I was like, I don't think that's what you meant to say there. And I was like, I don't know the word for it. And he said trio, so, but that's the joke. We were planning on a threesome. So there. But now there's 3 people, and we're gonna have to catch her up on speed, but catch her up to where we're at now, Ian. So that's why I'm making this video primarily. But it wasn't it was my idea at first. You know what fueled this video? To be honest, it was our conversation, us two, like talking, and then we got onto the subject of you. And then we thought, well, hey, maybe I'll just make an origins video on how I even met you so that she knows what our story was. And then it sounded like such a good idea, I decided to actually do it, and now I'm filming. So there you go. Whew. Another origin story for you. A mini one, if you could say. I should write a novel. That'd be good. But anyway, so we met through Clash of Clans, the app that I was showing you earlier. And then things progressed to now we're the three Musketeers. So there you go. I hope this was an accurate thing, but I'm pretty sure, Ian, you have something to add. So if you want to make a response video to this, I'd be more than happy if you would. So please make a response to this. And if you guys have any questions on how the whole thing went down, because I'm sure I'll remember after I see your comments, then feel free to ask. But I'm not having high hopes on whether this is going to be a successful video. But I decided to make the part 2 because I had time. I'm not going anywhere. So there you go. That's the whole story as I remember it. Hopefully he fills in the parts I didn't remember, and we can go from there. Things always come to me during conversations, so maybe we'll collaborate on collaborating. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and talk to you later.